some Saturday games coming up this weekend. So we have a lot of action to cover. And without further ado, we'll get into the predictions. As always, we have our trusty notebook here. And we'll open to a fresh page and get started. Okay, we have our fresh page here. And as always, we will start with the Thursday night game. The Thursday night game this week is 49ers Seahawks. The 49ers are 9-4. And the Seahawks are 7-6. The 49ers are favored 3. And the over-under is 43. I think I'm going to take the 49ers here. I think their defense is just too good. The Seahawks defense isn't great. So I think Brock Purdy and company will be able to score enough points that the Niners defense can hold the Seahawks under 2. I don't know what I just said there, but basically I think the 49ers defense is good enough, even if their offense might struggle. We'll go 24-13 here for the Niners. Next up on Saturday, we have Colts Vikings. The Colts are 4-8-1, and the Vikings are 10-3. Minnesota's favored 4, and the over/under is 48.5. I'll take the Vikings here, but I think it'll be close. I'll go 24-21 for the Vikings. Next on Saturday, we have the Ravens-Browns. The Ravens are 9-4, and the Browns are 5-8. Cleveland is favored 3, and the over/under is 37. I'm not sure if Lamar Jackson is back for this one or not. I don't think he is, but I'm going to take the Browns. I'll go 20-13 for Cleveland. And next up, we have the big one. We have Dolphins versus Bills. A lot of playoff implications in this one for the AFC East and for the 1 seed in general. The Dolphins are 8-5, and the Bills are 10-3. Buffalo is favored at 7.5, and the over/under is 42. I think the Bills get the job done at home. Tua Tagovailoa looked pretty bad last week versus the Chargers. And the Bills' defense is pretty good, and I think they'll have him figured out as well. I'll go 27-17 for the Bills. Moving on to Sunday's games. We have the Eagles versus the Bears. The Eagles are 12-1, and the Bears are 3-10. Philly is favored 9, and the over/under is 48.5. I'll take Philly here. I think it might be closer than 9 now. I don't know. They've been pretty dominant the last few games, but an away game versus the Bears in December is never easy, so. We'll go 24-17. Next up, is Falcons versus Saints. The Falcons are 5-8 and the Saints are 4-9. New Orleans is favored 4 and the over/under is 43. I'm going to take the Falcons here to upset the Saints. Desmond Ridder is playing his first game at quarterback for the Falcons, starting, and I think he'll go out there and put on a good performance and lead the Falcons to victory in his first career start. So I will go 27-20 for the Falcons. Next up is Lions-Jets. The Lions are 6-7 and the Jets are 7-6. The line is even. It is a pick'em. No one is favored, and the over/under is 44.5. I'm going to take the Lions here. They've been playing some pretty good football recently. Trying to make a late playoff push here. And I think they beat the Jets 24-20. Steelers versus Panthers is next. Both teams are 5-8. Carolina's favored 3, and the over/under is 37.5. This is kind of a tough game to pick. I don't know if Kenny Pickett will be playing in this one. He got injured in the Steelers game last weekend. I'm not sure if he'll be ready for this one. But I think I like the Panthers at home here. I'll go 20-17. Cowboys versus Jaguars is next. Cowboys are 10-3 and the Jaguars are 5-8. Dallas is favored 4 and the over/under is 47.5. Dallas, of course, almost losing to Houston last week at home. That was a big shocker, but ended up pulling out the win. I'm going to actually take the Jaguars here. Like the Lions, the Jaguars have been playing some good football, and I think they could surprise the Cowboys here. And I'll go 28-27. Chiefs Texans is next. The Chiefs are 10-3, and the Texans are 1-11-1. Kansas City's favored 14, and the over/under is 49.5. I don't think the Texans will be surprising the Chiefs this week like they did with the Cowboys last week. I think the Chiefs handle business here. I'll go 31-20 for the Chiefs. Moving on to the 4 o'clock games, we have Patriots Raiders. Patriots are 7-6, and the Raiders are 5-8. This line is even. Nobody is favored, and the over/under is 44.5. Pretty big game for the Patriots here. In order to make the playoffs after this game, they've got a pretty tough schedule. I think they play the Dolphins, the Bills, and I don't remember who else, but they've got a pretty tough remaining 3 weeks. So beating the Raiders is pretty big here. I hope Ramondre Stevenson is back for this one, but I'm not entirely sure. And I think Darren Waller, tight end for the Raiders, is returning off IR for this game as well, so should be interesting. As a Patriots fan, I'm obligated to take the Patriots here, even though the team, especially the offense, has looked pretty terrible recently. I'll go 24-20 for the Patriots, although that may be too many points for them, we'll see. Cardinals-Broncos is next. The Cardinals are 4-9, and the Broncos are 3-10. Denver's favored 3, and the over/under is 36. Kyler Murray, of course, tore his ACL on Monday Night Football, so he will not be playing in this one. And I'm not sure if Russell Wilson will be back for this one, or if Brett Rypien is starting. Either way, this should be a very low-scoring game. I'll take the Broncos at home. They didn't look horrible versus the Chiefs last weekend. I'll go 17-10 for the Broncos. Titans versus Chargers is next. Both teams are 7-6. Chargers are favored 3, and the over/under is 47.5. This is kind of tough because I feel like both defenses, what they're really bad at is what the opposite offense is really good at. So the Titans obviously are very good at running with Derrick Henry, and the Chargers defense is horrible at stopping the run. And on the other hand, the Chargers offense is good at passing, and the Titans defense is pretty bad at defending the pass. I'm going to go Titans here. 24 for Tennessee. Really put a dent in the Chargers' playoff hopes. Bengals Bucks is next. The Bengals are 9-4 and the Bucks are 6-7. Cincinnati's favored 3.5 and the over/under is 44. I think Cincinnati wins this one. I keep trying to tell myself the Bucks are better than they're actually playing, but they never prove that right to me. Bengals have been red hot recently, and the Bucks just got crushed by the Niners. I'm gonna take the Bengals here. I'll go like 30-17 for Cincinnati. Giants versus Commanders is next. Both teams are 7-5-1. They tied last time they played, I believe, 20-20. This time, Washington is favored 4.5, and the over/under is 40.5. I like Washington to win here at home. We'll go 24-17. And finally, the Monday night game. Interesting choices for Sunday and Monday night football here. Monday night we get the Rams versus Packers. Rams 4-9 and Packers 5-8. Green Bay's favored 7 and the over/under's 39.5. I like the Packers here. I mean, Rams, good story with Baker Mayfield leading them to a win last week on Thursday versus the Raiders, but I see the Packers getting the job done here. I'll go 28-20, and that might be a generous amount of points for the Rams, now that I think about it. Thinking about it more, I'm going to go 28-13 for the Packers. I'm not going to change it on the sheet, but I'll just say it. And yeah, those are all of my predictions for week 15 of the NFL season. I hope you enjoyed. As always, I hope if you play fantasy football, your fantasy team is in the playoffs and you have a good week this week. I made it in one of mine and unfortunately just missed out in my second league, so 1 for 1 there, but best of luck to anyone in the fantasy playoffs, and best of luck to you if your team is in need of a win this week to stay in the playoff race. Anyway, let me know what you think I got right, what you think I got wrong, and what you think the biggest upset of the week will be. I think mine is Jaguars over